John Blauvelt was a trained U.S. Army desertion officer. His job was to find people who didn't want to be found. But in 2016, he used that training for something much darker, to make sure his 22-year-old wife, Katie, stayed lost forever.
Out off of Southeast Main Street, there was a body that was found in the house, okay? We were able to say that it is Kevin, okay? I'm so sorry for your loss, sir.
He scrubbed the crime scene, framed his best friend, and almost committed the perfect murder. But he made one fatal mistake. He didn't realize the police were watching him through a hidden camera at his wife's own funeral.
Down. I wipe her down.
October 24th, 2016, Simpsonville, South Carolina. 22-year-old Katie Blauvelt is finishing her shift at PetSmart. She's happy. She's just sent a selfie to her mom, smiling, showing off her outfit. She has plans to meet her mother at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. comes and goes. Katie doesn't show up. Her mother calls her phone, straight to voicemail. At 5 p.m., the silence is deafening. 2 days later, a friend of the couple, Wayne, makes a gruesome discovery. He leads police to an abandoned, decaying house on a hill. It looks like the set of a horror movie. In the basement, detectives find a concrete box sealed with a heavy sheet of plywood. When they pry it open, the smell hits them first. It's Katie. She's been stabbed 16 times. 3 of those wounds were to her heart. The murder weapon, a jagged knife, is still lodged in her neck. But while her family is terrified, her husband, John Blauvelt, is remarkably calm. He tells police he was at home all afternoon.
Did you work this Monday?
Mm-hmm.
What time did you get off Monday?
Like 2:30ish, 2, I don't know.
Did you stop anywhere on the way home?
Mm-hmm.
He has an answer for everything. But John isn't just a husband. He's a U.S. Army desertion officer. His job is to find people who don't want to be found. And today, he's using that expertise to make sure his wife stays lost.
Let me ask you this, why were you looking for Katie?
For Cheyenne. Cheyenne's destroyed right now, and I'm just trying to help her out.
Who do you know that would want to do harm to her?
Not nobody.
Do you know there's a guy that used to live with you, redheaded fella?
Redhead?
Yeah.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's his story?
Just regular dude. Good guy.
Friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for the Army?
Well, right now I just sit in this office, small office right now. Because of the civil investigation, all of my recruiting duties have been suspended.
Wayne was the one who found the body. He was the one who called 911. To the police, he was the perfect suspect. But Wayne told them something that changed everything.
I think you know why you're here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how did you meet Katie? Just from the time you met her, kind of what your relationship was, and leading you up until, 11:30 or so last night, okay?
I first met her, we were friends at first, and then we dated for like a month or so, and then that's whenever I moved to Liberty with my dad, and we stayed in contact for a little bit, and then once I left my dad's and went to North Carolina, we lost contact. A year later, that Katie got married to John Blauvelt, and then one night she came and hung out with us with John. It was the first time I've seen her since I moved, and since then John offered me to move in with them as a roommate, being $200 a month. And I took it up. It was a good deal.
So you live with her and her husband?
Yeah,
That's
it's
weird.
It was living there, everything like going okay, Then they started having arguments because of me, because she used to talk about me before, and she told me that he was jealous of me, and their arguments started getting worse, and that was whenever he got drunk one night and he cussed her out, and he had her in the bathroom, They were just pretty much just screaming at each other. And then from there, she ended up moving back in with her mom, I think.
When did you and Katie, when you were living with John and Katie, were y'all being intimate with each other?
It was only once.
And John was there or not there?
It was like a threesome thing.
And how did that come about?
I was drunk and he was drunk and it was her idea. Like after that, like he changed.
Why did you call the police?
I didn't think of it at the time. I didn't.
Did you know she was dead?
No.
Why would you think the best idea is for you to walk into what turns out to be her final resting place where somebody murdered her and dumped her down there like a piece of trash? You know why you didn't look in the bathroom?
We glanced in there with the flashlight. Like if you're standing at the door of it, you can see in there.
You can't see in the tub. I'm telling you, I was up there in the day. Cause she wasn't in the tub. This defies any kind of logic that I have experienced in my 62 years on this earth.
You look like you're gonna pass out. This is too much.
I bet it is.
Get it off of you then.
I'm sure it is.
All you gotta do is lay it down. You lay the burden down, that's the only way you'll be forgiven. You gotta say, I messed up. Help me. That's what you gotta say. And I'll do it. But I'm not gonna do it on credit.
John was a jealous husband who had once held a gun to Katie's head. When detectives brought John in, he didn't sweat. He didn't stutter. He used a tactic called reverse empathy.
What the restraining order deal? What's the deal with that?
That's because a charge back that I got back in February, domestic violence first degree.
Do you know if she had any issues with anybody? Anybody that wouldn't hurt her or anything like that?
No, and I know that she's been dating around and, you know, it's whatever, because I've been too. But.
Did you work this Monday?
Mm-hmm.
What time did you get off Monday?
Like 2:30ish, 2, I don't know.
Did you stop anywhere on the way home?
No.
Let me ask you this, why were you looking for Katie?
For Cheyenne. Cheyenne's destroyed right now, and I'm just trying to help her out.
Who do you know that would want to do harm to her?
Not nobody.
Do you know there's a guy that used to live with you, redheaded fella?
Redhead?
Yeah.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's his story?
Just regular dude. Good guy.
Friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for the Army?
Well, right now I just sit in this office, small office right now. Because of the civil investigation, all of my recruiting duties have been suspended.
He actually defended Wayne, making himself look like a grieving, compassionate husband. He claimed he was at home. He pointed out Katie's dating life to suggest a random stranger killed her, until a 17-year-old girl named Hannah Thompson entered the picture. Hannah was John's new roommate, and while the police couldn't get a DNA warrant for John, they knew they could catch him in a place he felt safest, his wife's funeral. October 30th, the Simpsonville Police Department turned Katie's funeral into a secret surveillance op. They hid cameras in the rafters and microphones in the flower arrangements. The footage they captured was sickening. John walked up to the open casket, pulled out his phone, and took pictures of Katie's body. He was smiling. His teenage girlfriend, Hannah, was giggling beside him. But most importantly, John drank from a plastic cup and left it behind. Detectives swooped in, grabbed the cup, and finally had the DNA evidence they needed to bypass a judge's warrant. By the time the DNA results came back, John was gone. He used his Army training to vanish, taking Hannah with him. For 6 years, he lived as a ghost. He moved to Oregon, changed his name to Ben Clean. He used his Army training to vanish, taking Hannah with him. For 6 years, he lived as a ghost. He moved to Oregon, changed his name to Ben Clean, and even married another woman who had no idea she was sleeping next to a killer. In 2022, the FBI finally cornered him. The expert villain who thought he was untouchable was brought back to South Carolina in chains. September 20th, 2024, justice was served. John Blovelt was sentenced to life without parole. His perfect crime ended in a cold prison cell.